Hello guys, this is Mark Jansen from EPICA. If I feel excited to visit South America again? Yes, definitely I'm very excited, but at the moment I'm enjoying my time off at home, which is also very precious, so it's gonna be 3 more weeks at home, so I'm gonna enjoy my time here, work a bit in my garden, spend time with my dogs, my family. So, and after that I will be ready to hit the road again and ready for South America. Easy to transmit my ideas to other members of the band. It's not so easy to transmit some of my ideas to other members of the band because I never studied music, so I have my own ways of transmitting my ideas, which is basically I record all my ideas first in my own home studio. So I program drums, bass, I record guitars, I record some vocal lines as well, some choir parts, and when I'm basically done with all my parts, then I send it to the other guys of the band, and then they can rehearse and come up with ideas. And that's also how the other guys work with their songs before they send it to me or to the other guys of the band. If we have achieved the perfect balance. I think you never achieve the perfection in balance, because perfection cannot be achieved, in my opinion, on Earth. There's always imperfections, but imperfections are needed to make things beautiful. I think if everything would be perfect here, it would not work either. So we are always looking for the best possible album. We're always looking for the best possible balance, but it doesn't mean that we have now the perfect balance. It's just different than compared to the first album, and some people forever love the first album as their favorite. For them that was probably the perfect balance, but we just don't want to repeat ourselves, so we're always looking for new ways and new balances in our music without throwing away all our basic key elements, which is metal, orchestra, choir, Simone singing, and the grunts. First of all, I'm extremely proud that we are still around after 17 years and 1,000 shows, which is really a milestone, and I'm proud of everybody in the band, all the crew, everybody who has worked for us, who is still working with us, and all the fans. It's all these people are extremely important for the well-being of EPICA. And second of all, I'm also happy that we are always managed to overcome our problems. Like every band, there's always some good times and some bad times, and we always overcame the bad times by solving all the problems, talking a lot to each other, and I think that's also the key. We always talk, and when there's a problem we say it, and don't put it for too long inside, because then it will eventually explode. But 99% of the time we are having a great time, and we are a very harmonic band, so living in harmony. So I think even with the problems we overcame, we don't have that many problems, and we basically having a good time. Music-wise, the holographic principle is like a summary of the album, the holographic principle. All the elements come together in the holographic principle song. I'm very proud of this song, and it took quite a while to write it. I wrote the basics already around the Quantum Enigma album sessions, but then it was not finished yet, it was not good enough yet, so I kept working on it. And when I presented the song to the band, we also changed here and there some things in the structure. We made the beginning a little bit shorter. We changed a little bit in the end part, because some part was sticking out that was making the song too long. And like that, it worked really well. And lyric-wise, it's dealing about the holographic principle theory, which deals about the theory that the whole universe as we know it might be a hologram after all. And that's very fascinating. It sounds also really interesting, because it's like a science fiction movie. But science fiction it's like the word says, it's fiction of science. I think the holographic principle theory doesn't need necessarily to be fiction. So I think actually it can be true after all, because the universe is already very wicked and weird on its own, and there's many questions unanswered. I think if we get more answers on some open questions, eventually the holographic principle theory can be a widely accepted theory. When you look into 3D information processing, you see also that these nowadays these masks of virtual reality, that they are very advanced, and if that keeps developing in this way, then sooner or later we can have virtual reality masks are so good and so advanced that you don't notice the difference anymore between the virtual reality world and the world we're living in. And if that we reach that point, that can make you wonder if the world we're living in isn't already a virtual reality on its own. And that's also a very interesting concept, and I think the more you read about it, the more you start believing it might be true. First of all, I would not choose one band to tour with us all the time. It would be a bit boring, I think. I like it that we tour every time with different bands, or most of the time. So you meet new people, you get to see a new show from another band. You learn new things, you create new friendships. But if there would be a band that we haven't toured with, that I would like to tour with, would be, for example, Opeth, which I like a lot, or Guns N' Roses, which is a band that we all listened to when we were young, or Megadeth, which also a very cool band. There's quite some cool bands that we haven't toured with yet, but it would be amazing to tour with. Iron Maiden, I'm would also say definitely yes to tour with them. So that's basically it, and wish you a great day and see you in South America.